Yes guys, welcome back to another production rundown. It's the third of the series. My third single is out now on all streaming platforms and it is called Kiss Me Like You Did Last Night. It is, I say this every time, but I love this song. It's I'm not going to say it's one of my favourites because I always say that, but I really do love it. I love them all. I don't really have a favourite but at this point. They're just all meaning so much to me in their own way, individually. So this is one that was a song that I wrote with a couple other people, George, who also wrote on Cool Kids, and Brian as well, who you saw in the If Tomorrow Starts Without Me video. We wrote this a couple summers ago, around 2022, and it's just such a feel-good love song, I guess. That is literally the vibe I wanted. I didn't want any of this like drama in it. I just wanted it was when I was getting into a relationship and I was like so smothered and like surrounded by all these feelings, these new feelings I was having that I was really excited about, and I wanted to write about that. So this is literally what came out and I'm so happy with it and how it's turned out. So I'm guessing you've listened to the track already. It is quite a different vibe to the other two. It's a lot more kind of With or Without You by U2-esque. We were going for that kind of ambient sound and I think it worked really well. So as always, where better to start than the beginning, so I'm going to play you the song right now. We're going to listen to my production demo, if you like, before we got it, or the final production, how it sounded, and this is before we took it to the mixing stage, but you know that by now. And yeah, tell me if you like this version as well and how it sounds. It's a little bit different. We had a few creative mixing things when we took it to that stage with the vocals, how they sounded. So there's a few small differences, but nothing too major. You should recognise it for what it is pretty easily. So before we start, if you're interested, we have a BPM of 108 beats per minute. We have a key signature of B major, a 4/4 time signature, and we have a running time of 3 minutes and 55 seconds. So without further ado, let's listen to the track.
You and me were running wild. Feel the tension on the summer night. Oh, your eyes in the moonlight, like stars in the sky. Oh, you look so fine. Your body's pressing up on mine, gonna send me into overdrive. Way off on the roadside, we started a fire as the sparks start to fly. Oh, you got me wrapped up tight. You're saying over and over, this is where we should be. Now as we're getting closer, honey, you tell me, oh, you know, this just feels so right. So won't you kiss me like you did last night? Dancing on the loop, you kiss me like I never knew. From the spark to the stars, we fly, we won't let this pass. Cause it's you on my mind. I'm crazy about the way you move, just to touch the feel of something new. Now we're driving through the night, we ain't gonna stop till the sun starts to rise. You got me wrapped up tight. You're saying over and over, this is where we should be. Now as we're getting closer, honey, you tell me, oh, you know, this just feels so right. You got me spinning in circles while we're fueling the fire. God, I'm so fucking nervous, but you're holding me tight. 'Cause you know, this is living right. So won't you kiss me like you did last night? You're saying over and over, this is where we should be. Now as we're getting closer, honey, you tell me, oh, you know, this just feels so right. You got me spinning in circles while we're fueling the fire. God, I'm so fucking nervous, but you're holding me tight. 'Cause you know, this is living right. So won't you kiss me like you did last night? Won't you kiss me like you did last night? This is living right. So won't you kiss me like you did last night?
Yes, so that is the whole song. And as you can see, I changed a bit of the guitar volumes throughout that because they are quite loud. Too loud, in fact. So yeah, I just moved them down a little bit, but you get the idea. That is where it was at when we finished the production. I noticed that there was a missing, like, coming out, it was into the bridge, I guess, where it goes, won't you kiss me like you did last night, kiss me like you did, and that was missing for some reason. So imagine that was there, I guess. I think a cool place to start, though, speaking of that section, is is a huge part of like the track for me, because this is kind of where it started. And you can see the track name is Queen's Road 114 because that's the name of the audio file that I originally created when I was kind of coming up with the idea for the track and the basic production. And I just got my iPhone and I was like on my voice, and then I changed it around so it sounds like this. That's with reverb, but it sounds. And I just went whoa, 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 and then cut it up, added all this stuff on. And it sounds pretty good. And that just adds that kind of like that little melodic bit through the song that's kind of memorable, I guess. I then usually get like I think I probably started with the guitar because I was writing the song on guitar, so I came up with the main guitar part. And that was just fairly simple, kind of how I wrote it. But then in the chorus we add these like bigger bits. And I really like that riff, but I also like this, like, it reminded me of Yellow by Coldplay. Just that really epic, like, amazing guitar sound and pop. added that kind of harmonic where it comes out, so it kind of gives it that realism of a live band almost, just bleeding out into the verse, and it's a really nice transition as well. So that was the intention behind that. And then we've got this pluck which runs through pretty much the whole track. And that is the guitars make up most of the big sound that you're hearing. And obviously we have the drums, which there's a lot of them. And then we couple that with the bass. And yeah, adding in our synths and stuff. We've only really got 2 synth tracks, in fact. And they're really simple. They just swell in the background like. So there's really not that much going on there at all. Our kind of FX stuff. And they just add an atmosphere to it, really, which I really like. And I added these transitions. And that's basically going into the chorus. So it builds up, it gives that uplifting feeling, ready to hit that big chorus moment where it all comes in. And it hits pretty hard when it comes in. It's like a wave of sound, I feel like. So then I also have these crowd vocals, which I just put my Rode mic in the middle of the room, stood at different areas around it. Let me pull it out, actually. So imagine, if you haven't done crowd vocals before, you have a condenser mic, you put it like here, and you basically want to stand in different areas of the room. It gets different sounds, different tones, and you just go like, oh yeah, no, oh no, no, oh no, and you can get like some quite cool crowd vocally sounds when you don't have like a whole gang of you, and it sounds a bit like this. And that just goes behind and in the background of the vocals. It just adds a really nice texture, which you can hear more in the actual single that's out, because we mixed it in a bit nicer. And then we really focused on our lyrics for this, and melodies, and I think they're just really wholesome kind of lyrics and melodies, and I'm really happy with them. But the main thing in this was just getting the right tone of my voice for it, because I wanted to open up in the choruses but keep it quite intimate in the verses. And this is just my usual vocal chain for this, but I thought it sounded quite nice, actually.
You and me were running wild, feel the tension on the summer night.
And that's literally what we've got, is a double. We got a lead vocal, we got a double on the right, a double on the left, and then the same with the verse. We got a lead verse, double right, double left.
Over and over, this is where we should be.
So I open up a little bit more, whereas the verses I'm like a bit more intimate, close mic'd. And then there's some backing vocals just to give it that really tight harmony to the choruses.
Over this is where we should be. Now as we're getting closer.
It sounds quite cool, a cappella.
Funny you tell me, oh you know.
I like it. So for my guitars, I was pretty much using. I now use Guitar Rig 6 by Native Instruments, but I was using this THU Slate plugin, which is like the Slate amp modeler, which is really good and it has some really cool sounds on there. And I just kind of played around with sounds I like, and it gave me this quite cool tone, which gave that's the like kind of the yellow Coldplay yellow like lead guitar tone, like and I pretty much did the same for this. Yeah, same tone for that. This is my Guitar Rig thing because I redid this guitar. So this is my Guitar Rig kind of rig. Pretty simple. Yeah, a bit of grit here, reverb, and yeah, pumping the mids a little bit. And then we have Slate again, just a clean vibe on Slate for the pluck guitar. And then there's less than you'd expect in this track. I feel like it sounds quite big, but there's not really too much to the production. We just got vocal synth. That's playing some MIDI. And that is giving us a nice vocoder on the last chorus, which originally the last chorus was like an anti-chorus, so it kind of went like, it kind of had that you sing over and over, like building up to a big chorus, and it went, you got me spinning in circles, but on spinning it hit, but then it didn't have the drums coming properly, we just had a hit, and then vocoder just sparse, like, you got me spinning in circles while we're fueling the fire. I'll play it right now, actually.
You got me spinning in circles while we're fueling the fire. God, I'm so fucking nervous, but you're holding me tight, 'cause you know.
So, that's pretty much how it sounded. I quite like it like that, but I felt like we were not giving... Something didn't feel right about it. It felt cool, but not right. And I felt like we needed to give that last big chorus. So when I talk about hits, I'm just talking about these big timpani kind of things. And they've got kind of a reverse cymbal almost leading up to that. And they really help to emphasise when you're coming in on a chorus and stuff. Really like transitions with like hits. And once you get your rises and hits, that can elevate your production by a lot. So yeah, I'd definitely focus on them if you're looking for any techniques or tips from this. You can find some other good stuff in my other videos, but I'd say big ones are your transitions, because that's what makes your production like a level up, like radio ready. Once you've got like sound choice and recording quality cracked down, and you're doing good on that, then definitely start to learn and focus transitions, what sounds good, what doesn't sound good, and just keep practicing until you find stuff that you like, really. I do not think there is too much more. We can look at my just general, like I say in every video, I whack presets for workflow. When I'm producing, I whack virtual mix rack on pretty much everything, so it just sounds good, and they've got loads of presets, a whole bunch of presets, and it's really good. So I'd also recommend investing in that. It's a monthly subscription, and they give you more than you need to start off, preset wise and like plugin wise. When you're bringing it, when you're beginning to produce. They give you more than you need preset and plugin wise when you're beginning to produce. So, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. It has been much shorter than last time, but I've had fun, and it's really nice showing you guys these sessions and how I kind of work. The last thing, I basically have this template. I don't know if I've spoken about it before, but I created this template where I might as well show you that. So I have all my kind of folders. These things are called stacks, and you can group together different tracks and stuff. So I have all my drums groups, my hi-hats, kicks, the room kind of sound that you get from recording, snares, and then I've got my vocals, backing vocals, crowd vocals. There's another random vocal track which isn't needed. Get rid of that. We have our Foley and extras, which is just like FX kind of stuff. And Foley I class as like, for example, if I have environmental or atmospheric sounds that are less melodic. But if I run out of tracks, sometimes I can't be bothered to make new ones, so I just whack loads of like stuff that should be in the extras in there. But yeah, that's my template, and I made this because I was also focusing on workflow then, about 2.5 years ago, and this changed the game. Getting a template that works for me really helped to increase my work speed. You don't have to like figure out what instruments you want to use. It's just there in front of you, so you can just get started straight away and produce really quickly, as opposed to trying to figure out what instruments to use and trying different stuff and opening different stuff, and then your session becomes a complete mess. Which for me, when I'm working, I need it to be like clean and clear where everything is, otherwise my brain just goes and I'm sure probably quite a lot of people can relate to that. If you are really new and you just want to record a guitar in your voice, then I have a free template that I have linked below that you can download for completely free, no charge, and I made that with instructions on how to set up just for like live recording. So that is my gift to you for watching this video, and if you want me to make any more templates, then I really don't mind doing that, and if you want me to cover anything else in another video, then I am happy to. It is an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. I've been blown away by the response to these videos and the live sessions I've been doing for my singles as well. It really means a lot, guys, so I appreciate it, and yeah, just thank you for keeping on watching, and I will continue to make more, and there's going to be a lot more because there is so much music coming out this year. I'm very excited to share. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So with that, I will say thank you for watching. Lots of love. Peace.